Hi everyone, my name's Kathleen and I'm from the University City Public Library. We are trying to help you in these weeks with suggestions on things you might read and how we can help you do that. In this case, my suggestions have to do with writing. I have 3 letters for you, all from American history. I think they're all reminders of what a good thing it is to write and that this is something that we can also do during these times. The first letter I have was written by Anne Bradstreet. She wrote the letter in 1678, and she was born to a wealthy English family, moved to what were then the colonies. She wrote the letter at a time when she was separated from her husband due to his work duties. Some of you may be separated from your loved ones right now. I thought the letter might speak to the present moment. So here we go. A letter to her husband, absent upon public employment, by Anne Bradstreet. My head, my heart, mine eyes, my life, nay more, my joy, my magazine of earthly store. If two be one, as surely thou and I, how stayest thou there, whilst I at Ipswich lie? So many steps, head from the heart to sever. If but a neck, soon should we be together. I like the earth this season, morn and black. My sun is gone so far in zodiac. Whom whilst I joyed, nor storms, nor frosts I felt, his warmth such frigid colds did cause to melt. My chilled limbs now numbed lie forlorn. Return, return, sweet soul from Capricorn. In this dead time, alas, what can I more than view those fruits which through thy heat I bore, which sweet contentment yield me for a space, true living pictures of their Father's face. O strange effect, now thou art southward gone, I weary grow, the tedious days so long, but when thou northward to me shalt return, I wish my sun may never set, but burn within the cancer of my glowing breast, the welcome house of him, my dearest guest. Wherever ever stay, and go not thence, till nature's sad decree shall call thee hence. Flesh of thy flesh, bone of thy bone, I here, thou there, yet both but one. Letter number 2 was written by Abraham Lincoln, who I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain. He wrote it in 1862 to a young girl named Fanny McCullough upon the death of her father. And while I don't think it's the most beautiful thing Lincoln ever wrote, it's still awfully good, and it speaks to our present moment, I think, very well. So here we go. Executive Mansion, Washington, December 23rd, 1862. Dear Fanny, it is with deep grief that I learn of the death of your kind and brave father, and especially that it is affecting your young heart beyond what is common in such cases. In this sad world of ours, sorrow comes to all, and to the young it comes with bitterest agony because it takes them unawares. The older have learned to ever expect it. I am anxious to afford some alleviation of your present distress. Perfect relief is not possible except with time. You cannot now realize that you will ever feel better. Is not this so? And yet it is a mistake. You are sure to be happy again. To know this, which is certainly true, will make you some less miserable now. I have had experience enough to know what I say, and you need only to believe it to feel better at once. The memory of your dear father, instead of an agony, will yet be a sad, sweet feeling in your heart, of a purer and holier sort than you have known before. Please present my kind regards to your afflicted mother, your sincere friend, A. Lincoln. And our third letter, and I promise this one's a little brighter in tone, was written by Mark Twain in 1889 on the occasion of the 70th birthday of Walt Whitman. He wrote it to Walt Whitman. And in it, he predicts a beautiful, bright future for humanity and progress. And it's tempting to read it ironically and think how wrong he may have been, or his time frame was wrong. But I'm going to say that Twain just maybe was off a few years, and there is great things to hope for ahead of us. So here we go. Hartford, May 24th, 1889. To Walt Whitman. You have lived just the 70 years which are greatest in the world's history and richest in benefit and advancement to its peoples. These 70 years have done much more to widen the interval between man and the other animals than was accomplished by any 5 centuries which preceded them. What great births you have witnessed! The steam press, the steamship, the steel ship, the railroad, the perfected cotton gin, the telegraph, the photogravure, the electrotype, the gaslight, the electric light, the sewing machine, and the amazing, infinitely varied, and innumerable products of coal tar, those latest and strangest marvels of a marvelous age. And you have seen even greater births than these, for you have seen the application of anesthesia to surgery, practice whereby the ancient dominion of pain, which began with the first created life, came to an end in this earth forever. You have seen the slave set free, you have seen the monarchy banished from France and reduced in England to a machine which makes an imposing show of diligence and attention to business, but isn't connected with the works. Yes, you have indeed seen much, but tarry yet a while, for the greatest is yet to come. Wait 30 years and then look out over the earth. You shall see marvels upon marvels added to these whose nativity you have witnessed. And conspicuous above them, you shall see their formidable result. Man at almost his full stature at last, and still growing, visibly growing while you look. And that day, who that hath a throne, or a gilded privilege not attainable by his neighbor, let him procure his slippers and get ready to dance, for there is going to be music. Abide and see these things. 30 of us who honor and love you offer the opportunity. We have among us 600 years, good and sound, left in the bank of life. Take 30 of them, the richest birthday gift ever offered to poet in this world, and sit down and wait. Wait till you see that great figure appear, and catch the far glint of the sun upon his banner. Then you may depart satisfied, as knowing you have seen him for whom the earth was made, and that he will proclaim that human wheat is worth more than human tares, and proceed to organize human values on that basis. Mark Twain. Anne Bradstreet's letter to her husband, absent upon public employment, can be found in To My Husband and Other Poems by Anne Bradstreet. Abraham Lincoln's letter to Fanny McCullough can be found in The Complete Papers and Writings of Abraham Lincoln. And Mark Twain's letter to Walt Whitman on the occasion of his 70th birthday can be found in The Wit and Wisdom of Mark Twain, a book of quotations. All of these titles are available to you through the University City Public Library via Hoopla.